don't have to introduce Dr. Swamy here because he belongs to this state and he belongs to India also and he belongs to the world over. He's a global citizen, he's an Indian citizen, he's also a Tamilian. So it's a combination of all three. I don't know which part I'm going to discuss with him now today. Our topic is that you want to be Vishwa Bandhu or Vishwa Guru. Dr. Swamy, I don't have to go into the introduction because you have been the most critical voice these days. So before we go into the topic, what is your target these days? What are you doing? Who is your target and what is your target? You're the speaker there. Speaker there.
Yeah.
Who is your target?
Well, if you don't behave, I'll start with you.
No, start. I'm your always target. I have been there for 40 years. Don't worry. You have to find a new one.
So you want me to begin?
Yeah, please.
Well, first of all, Vishwa Guru is not about a single person. It's a description of a country. And that means that all the people there are sufficiently educated and are able to spend their knowledge to other countries and other places. Vishwa Bandhu is a single person. That is, he is a friend of many people in different countries. We'll call such a person as Vishwa Bandhu. So that distinction needs to be made in this matter. And I would say that, first of all, let me speak about Vishwa Guru. I think India was a Vishwa Guru till about 1150 AD, when the Islamic forces came in big strength and India then became subject to all these attacks, and then later on the British came, and by the time of 1947 we were in fact in a very pretty bad shape as far as education was concerned or Vishwa's status was concerned. We were considered a backward country and someone to whom we look to the West for funds, for experts, etc., etc. Now we have come a long way. Yes, today I can say that there are areas where we are clearly Vishwa Gurus. Take yoga. There is no place in the world where it's not recognized. People take it up. The United States, probably every state has in most of its advertised in shops and so on that this is a shop for yoga, etc. And we also have meditation issues where people learn to stabilize their minds. And so in that sense, we find that today India is penetrating slowly even in engineering. We find, especially with the modern developments in engineering, we find Indians playing a major role. We are also seen Indians have crept into becoming people who have come to their parliament, or what they call as assembly or whatever. And so there is a creeping development that's taking place. It's only a matter of another 15 years when we'll be Vishwa Guru again. Sum total of what I want to try to say is, we are, as Vishwa Guru, we are still unbalanced in economics. And there are many areas where we have to import, we have to, for even building motor cars, we import from abroad parts of the motor car and so on. So we are still dependent in that. So at the moment, this is one area where we'll have to improve before we can be called Vishwa Guru. Socially, we have seemed to have an inferiority complex. I am dressed like an Indian, but this fellow is dressed like a Westerner. You should now wear more Indian clothes, kurta pajama or something like that. So, of course, the Indian women are still wearing Indian clothes. So, well, it's a mix. So, there is a certain, in the social level, we have a lot of inferiority complex amongst Indians, and especially when it comes to habits, the kinds of food we eat, etc. There's a great deal of influence of foreign countries. We are not Vishwa Gurus there. Yes, our food, etc. gets sold abroad, but they are in specialized restaurants and not as a general rule. We are also can't be Vishwa Guru unless we are a militarily strong country. And that's where we today have really spoilt our name, because the Chinese have entered into India, undisputed India in Ladakh, and have grabbed a huge amount of territory, and India has surrendered by coming to an agreement in which they have conceded a lot of our territory to the Chinese. Of course, it's not come in the newspaper, and I'm surprised that Prabhu Chawla has not published anything about it also, about how the Chinese have taken over vast chunks, 4,064 square kilometers. And this needs to be, because there is censorship. I've asked the Prime Minister's office that I be allowed to go to these places that have been denied permission. So that's a thing which puts us back. I mean, we are not serious. Right now, you know what Donald Trump did to Mr. Modi. He made him look like an urchin who's dying to get a crumb. And now I'm told that he is very strongly said to lay off. And I think he is hurt by the fact that when Mr. Modi was dealing with the Democratic Party president, he avoided having anything to do with Trump. And so Trump has got a grudge to bear. And of course, our foreign minister is a big joker, so I won't say anything about him. So in this sense, I would say that militarily, in our dealing with the international affairs, etc., we are still not a Vishwa Guru. So finally, I would say we need to develop our society in such a way that we can all act together. We are still divided on a variety of things, language, caste, etc. So we can be a Vishwa Guru, there's no question about it, and it won't be very long before we can rectify all this. And I would presume that perhaps by 2040, we would be Vishwa Guru in the true sense of the word. Although already we are third largest GDP country. And we are, in many ways, our Indians are doing extremely well abroad. And so, all said and done, we have the potential to be a Vishwa Guru, but today we are not a Vishwa Guru.
Now, Swami, you have put it in a different perspective. The Vishwa Guru concept came up after the elections, after the BJP came to power, but after the second term. Do you think this Vishwa Guru were coined for the nation or for a personality?
Well, first of all, Mr. Modi thought it was he who will be called as Vishwa Guru. But the Vishwa Guru concept is not for an individual, it's for the country. And we don't have the necessary, as I've pointed out, necessary the structuring of our country is such today that we've still got a long way to go, perhaps another 15 years.
But country was a Vishwa Guru many years ago, thousands of years ago.
But we ceased to be.
That's why I asked you the question. Now, Vishwa Guru, in terms of personality, is more important?
No, personality is not important at all. It's also the solid things that you have. As I said, I pointed out about military, economics. You'll be able to stand on your feet as far as economics is concerned. You can buy and sell, of course. But at the moment, we are still dependent on foreign countries.
What's wrong? What's lacking to become a Vishwa Guru now? It is because of the personality or because of the policies? That's why I asked you in the beginning.
Between 1950 and 1990, with Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi, and to some extent Rajiv Gandhi, we were growing at only 3.5% per year. It was Narasimha Rao who turned it around. And of course, I had a minister's rank position in his government, and I saw it all, how he went about it. And our growth rate started growing at 7%, 8%, so on. Recently, in Mr. Modi's government, the rate of growth has started declining. The last 2 years, it is growing between 4.5% and 5.5%, which is a very low. It's not enough. I don't think the present efforts being made is not going to lead very quickly to Vishwa Guru status.
No, so the question, you are saying it between last 2 years, it is 4-5% with growth. IMF has said 6.8%. But in terms of Vishwa Guru, I'm coming back to your thesis. In terms of Vishwa Guru, China, you are expert on China also. Don't you think, in spite of so many compulsions, India is still the Vishwa Guru in terms of fastest growing economy?
No, it's not
6.8%, 6%, whatever. The rest of the country, even China, is not growing that much.
Well, I don't think that the last 10 years, India is the fastest growing country. If you sit with me and I take the numbers and show how much padding has taken place. For instance, if I were to briefly mention, 2016, we were 6%. And then it started coming down, down, down. In 2020, we were down to 4% per year.
That's a COVID.
Yeah, well, no, that was before COVID. COVID came in 2021. So then, thereafter, our GDP fell by 17%. So the 6% that you talk about is the recovery of that. So if you were to take a complete picture, say, from 2020 to today, you will find the growth rate is not more than 4.5%.
You mean to say that Mr. Modi's concept of making India a 5 trillion economy, it was supposed to come?
I have to laugh.
Why are you making fun of him? It is a realistic target.
What is the realistic target? In 2019, he said it will be, by 2022, it will be $5 trillion. Today, he is saying it will be after 2027. So where is the target? The target also starts moving with us. So there is no target. So I don't think Mr. Modi is capable of bringing you Vishwa Guru. You need different economic policy. I would like to say that if you want to be a Vishwa Guru, start by abolishing income tax. That's one of the most painful things for most people. And I think the only solution is to bring about changes in the economic situation, cut down all these new restrictions that are being put, the amount of corruption there is. These are the things that have to be tackled.
Professor Swamy, the question is, India is now, according to the government, that we are the 4th or 5th largest economy in the world.
Since when?
Since Modi came.
No, much before.
You were before that?
Much before we were 3rd largest. If you want, if you had told me in advance, I would have brought the statistics with me. But I'm telling you, we were 3rd largest from the 2002. We have been 3rd largest.
20 02 when Vajpayee was Prime Minister.
Yeah, well, it was Mr. It was
You didn't
Narasimha
like him, but
it was
Vajpayee.
Narasimha Rao's trend, which Mr. Vajpayee took advantage. But Mr. Vajpayee's 2003 and 2004 was a miserable failure. So the question is that this question of third largest and so on has been there for some time. We need to look at the per capita level. Per capita level, we are, I think, now 138 or 140.
But we have got the foreign exchange. Look at the foreign exchange. We have got $700 billion of foreign
What
exchange.
foreign exchange?
$700 billion is a lot of money.
You certainly
When you were the foreign minister, you were the law minister and the commerce minister. At that time, gold was to be mortgaged at that time.
That is, you mean talking about Chandrasekhar's time?
Chandrasekhar time.
Chandrasekhar's time, no gold was being given away. There was a shortage, and Mr. Yashwant Sinha wanted to take out gold from the Reserve Bank and send it. But he couldn't do it. He tried it, but unfortunately it is stuck. Gold was never taken out from our Reserve Bank.
We printed a picture on Indian Express front page. Gold was being thrown out.
I don't know what pictures you were talking about. I was a minister at that time. I know exactly. And that to commerce. Without my permission, it can't go out. Maybe Mr. In the finance ministry, they may try to do it, but I got it stopped.
Since Narasimha Rao was a good friend of you, Narasimha Rao later on claimed that we brought the gold back. It means that statement was wrong.
I don't know whether he said it back because I also had minister rank position in Mr.
Coming back to the current
Narasimha Rao's
situation, we are saying Vishwa Guru and Vishwa Bandhu.
Yes.
We should be Vishwa Bandhu or not?
Vishwa Bandhu is a singleton name. You see, it's a single thing. If you say Vishwa Bandhu, it means that I, as a Bandhu, have made friends with China, I've made friends with Russia, I've made friends with America, that sort of thing. But Vishwa Guru is for the whole country. We have a status where we are regarded as someone to whom other countries should come to. That's different from Vishwa Bandhu. Vishwa Bandhu is dealing with the individual, and it has no real merit in thinking about it.
Let me explain. What we meant by Vishwa Bandhu was that India as a big brother or can take the leadership, because everybody talks about Modi being consulted to very important things, being consulted in Ukraine, he was consulted everything. Vishwa Bandhu means we are living together as a global community, and India is leading in that as a Bandhu, as a brother of the global.
What global role are we playing? The Americans have treated you so badly, you should be ashamed of yourself. And then to go and beg for an invitation and be kicked out by Trump, that's terrible. The Chinese have occupied 4,064 square kilometers of Ladakh, and you have now normalized it. You have given the Chinese stamp, you put the rubber stamp on their demand. So where is this question? These are all your newspapers. Your newspapers today, the only places the newspaper where news you get today now is in these people's thing that is going around these television stations. But if you look at the newspapers, they don't do it. If I write an article showing out all the statistics, they won't publish it. Maybe the Hindu might publish it, but who reads the Hindu?
Everybody publishes. The figures should be available. I don't know what you're talking. Media is because politicians can't bash Narendra Modi, they bash media these days. So that is the problem we are facing also.
I don't know about his being bashed by, because he will send some officers to your office, and that will be the end of that newspaper.
Anyway, coming back to our topic, because you have been always taking up a cause at a time. That's why I started. As Professor Swamy now, you started with Jayalalitha, then after started with Sonia Gandhi. So what is your new vocation these days? What is your
new
hobby?
vocation is to send Narendra Modi home.
You want to send him home?
Yeah, he has to go.
He's already in home, 7 Race Course Road.
No, whatever. That's not his home. That's not his home. His home is in somewhere in his state.
How can you send him home? What is the strategy in that? Because the most popular leader in terms of polling.
I don't know about your most popular. It's you pressmen who do all these crazy things, you see. How do you judge a person who's popular when he is not amenable to being tested for it? Has he ever appeared in a debate with anybody? Has he even jointly done a meeting? He doesn't do anything. He was all alone. We just don't even know how things are when he goes abroad, because your people, your cameramen go there and put out pictures, and it seems as if he is now we know after Trump what they really think. And I know what the Chinese think. And they are treating him so badly. He sent the foreign secretary this time to China.
But our foreign minister is sitting in the front row. Our foreign minister in the front row.
Foreign minister is probably going to be kicked out very soon after his failure to get Trump to agree. Trump won't even see him. And he had to sit in, he had to move our ministry, our embassy person, and take his seat. And then put it out in our papers that he was very invited, and he went and saw it. He was nowhere in the picture, he was outside. The making of the president was done inside a building, and he was not there.
But Swami, I saw the list of people sitting there. I may have missed. There were many heads of states who were not there, from Europe, from England.
Some didn't go. The Chinese didn't go. They were invited.
Foreign Minister,
They
Vice
didn't.
President went there.
All of them who didn't go were, if they were invited, they said they can't come. They're sending their foreign minister, or they don't have anything to do with United States of America. It is only our people who want to claim that the whole world leaders are for you, put out big stories, and it comes in our newspaper. It is not there in those countries' newspapers.
You're not answering my first question. What is your target? You are saying you want to send Modi home. What is the strategy you have got in mind?
Me? What is the strategy? He should go home.
You don't contest election.
We got enough people. We got enough people. We have got enough people.
You still have a party, na?
What?
You have still political party.
You haven't been able to get me out, mister. You have forgotten. I am the party. And if you go and talk to the party workers, they will say that I just come from Gujarat. They did 5 meetings there. Please go and see the Gujarati papers, how they have covered it. So you guys sitting in Delhi, you have coffee with Mr. Modi and then start abusing me. That's not the way to go do it, to say that you are not in the party. This has been, why is it that if you think that you have that much influence, tell Mr. Modi to expel me from the party and see what happens to him further.
You became a member of the BJP.
I am a member. This time I have become again a member. They came and took my membership and went.
You are a BJP member even now.
Go and check the computer in my party office. You have been, I don't know where you have been meeting. You see, you have been always a very bad police, bad about this. You have been saying all kinds of things that can go last 20, 30 years, all horrible things you said in the India Today. I had to correct you. You had to apologize for it.
Yes,
have you forgotten?
When you commit mistake, you must apologize.
Ah, yes. But don't commit a mistake every month.
That applies to Professor Swamy as well.
Yeah, that's right.
The question I am coming back to is that this is a disclosure for me. Let me clarify again. If I'm wrong, please correct me. You are still a BJP member. I'm not.
Why are you asking me this question?
But you said it, nah?
No. Where is it said that I'm left the BJP?
You just said they came to my office.
I don't know who has been feeding you.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking.
Otherwise, how is it possible for you to ask me this question? I was a member of Parliament of BJP till 2022, and just now they are in the new membership drive. My name is there in the computer. You can go to the party office and find out.
You're saying your name is there in the computer, whether they put it or you volunteered?
There's no question of it. They had to get my signature. My signature has to be given. No. And they came to me with the signature. I gave it to them.
You are the one of the most prominent member of the party whose name is there on the computer, who speaks about the party.
So what? This is a democratic party. Churchill, my God, the kind of things he said about Chamberlain. You please go and read it. You people have been brought up badly. You don't deserve to be in democracy. In a democracy, you should be able to criticize. I'm not doing anything personal against Mr. Modi. I'm just saying that all his policies are wrong. The Indian economy has now started decelerating and is going to decelerate again for the next year. So I want that to be corrected. And I've given solutions also. I told him these are the things that should be done to turn the things around. But he doesn't have
you are one of the original economists who came here and whatever did. You know economics very well. You know politics better than economics now.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't have to. I've proved
Mr. Modi's bad economy, which you think is a bad economy, is because of the finance minister's choice is wrong or his policies are wrong?
I don't think this or. They are both wrong. The foreign ministry, that lady is not worth even running a Golgappa stand, you see. And as far as the budget is prepared by the Parliament, the Prime Minister's Secretariat. And I don't know what they do, because they don't easily give nowadays the books that they give in Parliament. They say, no, first it must go to the Parliament. And by the time you get it, it becomes stale.
Dr. Swamy, you have also been a very active, vociferous supporters of Hindu movement in this country.
Yeah.
And whatever Hindu agenda was there, RSS agenda, 370, Ram Temple, and everything you see in Civil Code. Don't you think Modi has able to get that agenda implemented, and he should be giving credit for that?
He opposed us in the Ram Mandir matter. He's filed a application prepared by an intellectual from Madras city, whose name I need not take. And it was rejected. He said that all the land which Narasimha Rao took over for expanding the Ram Mandir, for the purpose of the Ram Mandir, they all should be returned back to those from whom it was taken. And 95% of that land was owned by, people were living in jugis and all that were Muslims. And he wanted it to be returned. It's there in black and white. It was my petition which was being taken, where I said that it is our faith that Ram was born there. He was not born anywhere else. So I have to build the temple here. And that's what the Supreme Court accepted. But in the last 2-3 months of that proceedings, an official of the government filed an affidavit saying, no, all the land which Narasimha Rao's government took away for the Ram Mandir should be returned back. None of you are now even remembering it.
No, ultimately the question is that Ram Temple, okay.
There's nothing that Mr. Modi has done which we consider as the main Hindutva issue.
370?
Huh? 370. How much we had to drag him? Ultimately it did in 2020. You see, there was a little revolt in the party at that time because it was an emotional issue. But he didn't do it in the first day. He said he'll get all the money abroad. He'll bring it back. He hasn't brought 1 rupee back. Have you ever questioned him on that? You may be his admirer, but that doesn't mean I have to be his. I may be your admirer, but not his.
Your target is obviously Modi from the beginning.
Not beginning.
What is the reason? 1, 2, 3 reasons?
There's nothing, there was no reason. Not because
personal, I'm talking about policies.
Policy, I'm told you what the policies are. One day he's going with the Russians. Then the next day he's going with the Chinese. Then he goes to America. And you know what the result has been now. So our foreign policy is in tatters. And the man he chose for foreign policy doesn't deserve to even be a clerk in the ministry. And in economics, I don't think Nirmala Sitharaman knows the ABC of economics. She only knows how to rebuke the journalists who come and ask her questions. So where is this question of what policy, what policy? I don't understand. You seem to be a little, you seem to be in love with Modi.
No, I want to ask you one thing. Okay, you don't see anything positive he has done in 10 years?
No,
Nothing
no, no,
positive?
I'm not going to 10 years. I'm dealing with now the 12th year or 11th year.
11th year.
Yeah, whatever. Why should I go on looking at the back?
Has he done
I'm
it?
saying as of now, he is not in a fit position to take this country on a growth rate of 10% per year, leave alone, for him to even manage 6%, that I'm not on it. But I say the country today is in a position to grow at 10% per year. You grow for 5 years at 10% per year, like Mr. Narasimha Rao did with 8% per year, this country will overtake China.
No, I'm just saying, has he done anything, one good thing in 10 years?
Listen, when I am after somebody, I don't look at everything. He may have done, he's got lovely clothes. I see him all the time in very fancy clothes. He is all the time smelling of lovely scent and so on. So those things are not, I don't need to
Scent?
go. I only want to go with the issue. Did you not give up land of 4,064 square kilometers, which was undisputed land of India, to China? On a piece of paper, you have signed it. I raised it in 2020. He said, koi aaya nahi, koi gaya nahi. And you people were also repeating the same thing. Now it has come out and the thing that we have had an agreement with China on this. Have you not made yourself, you have actually harmed the country's reputation the way Trump has treated you? Why don't you retaliate on that? But you don't.
Anyway, Modi is, of course, we have heard. Do you think there is an alternative to him in the country politically?
Oh, India
is Rahul Gandhi. Is Rahul Gandhi an alternative?
India is full of alternatives. When Narasimha Rao became, people laughed, saying he's a 4-time his heart had failed, etc., etc. All he turned out is the best. So this country.
He did not. Narasimha Rao did not come as elected.
No. After Jawaharlal Nehru, also the same question was there. And we had one of the best prime ministers we had, even if it was for a short period. So please don't make this issue that somebody is indispensable. India is full of talent, and you should give them a chance. This man is not now fit to be prime minister. That is what I'm saying. He should resign and go. If he doesn't resign and go...
What about Rahul Gandhi? What do you think?
Who is he? He's not even an Indian. He's a British citizen. And I'm proving it in the court of law. And Modi is protecting him. His people in the High Court, they are all defending Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi, in his own signature, has signed that he's a British citizen.
You filed the petition. You were asking them all the time.
Huh?
You were asking that question all the time. No
Yeah,
answer.
I am asking all the time. I've gone to court. It's in the court. The notice has been issued.
But
he is not replying.
But Dr. Swamy, you are saying who is he? According to the notification of the government of India, he is leader of the opposition.
So
in the
what?
House.
He is also a rapist. I can say that openly. I can give you the name of the poor girl, Sukanya in Amethi. I can say that this man is a foreigner.
Go back to little Sonia Gandhi earlier, you were attacking her also. You took them to...
Yeah, she's out now, so I don't bother her.
You are not bothered about her now? You are not bothered about Congress party now?
She's headed in the direction I want her to head, and that's it.
You are not bothered about the opposition at all?
Who?
Congress party is written off.
Congress party, a lot of good people are there. I have worked with them when Rajiv Gandhi was there. But, and Narasimha Rao was there. But they don't count for anything. It's these three people, Priyanka, Rahul and Sonia, who make all the decisions. It's not a party. It's just a cartel.
Are you friendly with any opposition leaders?
Friendly with?
Any opposition leaders important?
Me? The one whom you won't like, I am very friendly with. It's Mamata Banerjee.
You are. You advise her.
You want me to tell her that you are a bad guy and if you come to Calcutta to fix you?
I don't know. Our editor is powerful enough to manage. We don't need you there. But are you advising her?
Huh?
Are you advising her?
No, I've known her for a long time. And we meet. Of course, I have an ideological difference with her. And so there's no question of my joining or she joining. The issue is that she is a very courageous woman. And she is a person I have found is a person of who keeps her word. And she's quite blunt and straightforward. And she's now been 3 times already elected chief minister. And that's where the communists were such horrible people. She has reduced them to 0. So I admire her.
You agree with some opinion that she should be made the leader of the India bloc?
I think so. She'll give a really good fight. But of course, I would like BJP to win because Modi is not BJP for me. Modi is on the way out, so it doesn't matter. But I think the ideology of the BJP, which I've been having from the type of Jansang time, and I've written books on it, I've done a campaign on it, I've fought for it, I've got Ram Mandir done that whole thing which Ashok Singhal requested me to do it. I've finished that work. So therefore, I would like India to have its own ideology, which is the BJP ideology. But at the same time, I can admire people who are working for the country.
Are you going back to electoral politics?
Huh?
Electoral politics? No.
I can go any time. I've been 3 times to Lok Sabha, 3 times to Rajya Sabha. But if you ask me where would you like to go, I would like to go to Rajya Sabha. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to go around begging for votes and so on.
For that you need a party, no?
Huh?
For that you need a party.
I don't need a party to give me any position because I am known everywhere. Yesterday I was in Gujarat. My God, what turnouts there were. You may not publish it, but the local Gujarati papers publish
How will you come to Rajya Sabha?
Huh?
How will you come to Rajya Sabha?
I don't want to come to Rajya Sabha till I want to come. At the moment, I don't want to come. When I decide that I will want to come to Rajya Sabha, I will tell you, and within 2 weeks
I thought
I'll be in
now
Rajya
you would
Sabha.
like to become a Jayaprakash Narayan.
No, I'm not. I can't be.
You're not.
I'm a much meaner character than Raja.
Thank you very much, Professor.
I fix all my enemies whenever I get a chance.
Thank you very much for coming here. Well done.